under Parakeet Street. Snakes don't ladder down into open magma. Data suggests postmen can't send things away. Gerbils, yeah. What a day to have ears. I mean, it's a blessing, truly. To send things away again. Oops, I was going to put a period there. My bad. Please add more words to the Add a Word Stories room so that I have stuff to read the next time somebody redeems that. All right. Let's play some Songs of Six, shall we? So, chat, who here's played this? I know someone was actually saying that, like, they just picked this up and I'm their tutorial now. I'm kind of leaning to, like, just do no cam today. Wow, good win. Solantre. And Pilot. I'm kind of leaning to just do no cam today because I'm sunburnt and I'm tired and I don't feel like looking directly at the camera all the time and, like, playing properly. So, we're going to keep it chill today. Disco, what's up? It's good to see you, too. Plan for today is we're going to start a new playthrough of this because there's been 2 major updates since I last played. The army update and apparently a housing update. So there will probably be some new stuff that I'm messing with that I've missed that I'll have to, like, relearn. But outside of that, like I said, the plan for today is to play a little bit of this or play a good healthy chunk of this. And if I don't get key by this afternoon, then purchase and play a good chunk of Gloomwood. Which is a game I've been looking forward to for a long while. So we're going to play Gloomwood after that. Also, because it is something I'm just going to talk about real quick. Because it is September, right? If anybody here is like, man, I want to subscribe to a streamer for September. I'm not saying you need to subscribe to me. But if you subscribe at tier 3 for 6 months, streamer gets 100% of the revenue if they're a Twitch partner. It's the only way to give a streamer 100% of the revenue, is to subscribe 6 months in advance at tier 3. It's the only way to do that. I like maps that let you regain resources so that they're where you like them. Regen resources, okay. But it keeps the same essential landmass of the map. There was a mod that lets you do that in RimWorld, right? And then there's Dwarf Fortress, where you just have no idea where the resources are going to be at any point. I don't remember any of this stuff. This kind of looks neat. A bunch of different, like, small islands. You did get stuck in map geometry once, though? What, in this game? What game did you get stuck in map geometry? I've never really done, like, an island nation or anything. Or, actually, no, this is going to be, like, the world map, is it not? Let's do kind of a continent like that. And, Andorians are the sturdy, stubborn, and they don't care much for farming, but excel at mining and enjoy refinement and are sturdy in battle. Death and destruction, while caring little for the finer things in life. High reproductive rate, which makes them perfect cannon fodder. Humans, last creation of the gods, and they excel at intelligent jobs and are decent farmers. Then the elves. Last time we did this, we started as the elves. Let's start off with, like, the orc guys, which are these guys. The Cretonians excel at farming and thrive in temperate, warm climates and are preferably close to water. And they are vegetarians, so they prefer harmony and wooded structures. Warm climates. All right, so let's do southern latitude. You're hoping I'd run this soon? I was just looking for kind of the right vibe to play this. Oh, in Gloomwood? Wait, in the full game or in the alpha demo? Because they haven't updated their demo in, like, 2 years. Which might be why you got stuck in geometry. But I mean, that'll happen. I love these quotes. All right, pick 5 titles to boost your name, right? So you unlock these titles as you're playing. So we got this by selling a lot of goods, increases bartering, right? The crafter, gained by workshop output, increases productivity of all workshops. Sure, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I only have 4. The ruler, which gives us +1 to settle. I don't even know what that does. Bartering is better. That's quite the knowledge boost at the start. All right, well, sweet. It's always neat when there's just like these tiny little islands. It said temperate climates, eh? Question is, so if we want a lot of mineable stuff, that's a bit of everything. You're an out-of-town job for longer than you thought. You'd be in my YouTube vids made for good evening entertainment. Well, I'm glad I could help. I'm happy I could provide. And I have some stuff about, or a vlog of PAX pretty soon. I don't like filming other people, so I hope people aren't disappointed. I don't really have anybody else in my videos. I'm just not a huge fan of sitting there and recording other people. It's just, it feels weird to me. I probably should just be better at my job and do it, but this seems like a solid spot. Some really good taxes on coal. Lots of coal as well. That's a possibility. Yes, I was at Pax West this weekend. It's a video games convention. Got to meet up with Zach and Tarn Adams and met one of my teammates who I've worked with for a couple of years. I've never met in person. She's from Vienna. So it's difficult to meet up with people from, you know, the other side of the world. Generally. Ooh. That's a lot of mining opportunity. Not a lot of great taxes, though. Taxes are so much better up higher, which is like free money, basically, in this game. You just force everybody who's trading a certain resource in that region to pay you every time they trade that resource. There's such high taxes on coal here. Actually, maybe that's where we got to go. Like, in between that mountain there. Tax the ever-living hell out of coal. It's really good for our starting race. Only 18% of it is open land. Only 18% of the map. You would go if it wasn't across the Atlantic. Fun fact, do you know they, PAX own, or Penny Arcade, Reed Pop, the company that runs PAX, also runs EGX, Rock and Stone. Might end up being that. Yeah. It's just so good for mining. And there's also a lot of metal there, which means, and also not a bad amount of like diamonds and stuff, so I'd be able to get a pretty good metalworking industry. I mean, to be fair, Reed Pop also does kind of just run everything in like related to video game conventions at this point. All right, what's the difference between these two? Wish it wouldn't jump and I could do like easier comparisons. Okay, so the amount of coal shrinks a little bit, but there's a lot more buildable space in this middle one. Yeah, this middle spot here has 28% open land because I'm assuming it's just like the mountain on either side. We're considering going to EGX London if funds are permitted. I think there might be some halcyon frequency people at EGX. Might be. Yeah, let's do that. Like a really good amount of coal. And Mines extract minerals from the ground, and its efficiency is determined by the density of the minerals along with the auxiliary items that you place. And the fact that we can maximum taxes on coal mine is real good. There's not that many Dendorians here, which are like the dwarves. So we're going to be like farming, mining orcs, I guess? I'll say this, it's probably a good idea to miss most conventions this year. Specifically because, like, unless you're specifically going to conventions to work, I would honestly say it's probably worth just skipping all conventions this year. Purely because, how do I word this? And, you know, it's not worth the health risks at this point. And also, there's so many studios that just don't go to the events right now because of the health risks. If I didn't have, like, a direct ticket to go down to PAX and meet up with Zach and Tarn Adams and talk about Dwarf Fortress things, I wouldn't have gone. It was that combined with I get to hang out with Kiri. It was like those two things. I was like, all right, fine, fuck it, I'll go. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have. Not a lot of clay. That one's got me worried. You know, let's peek around a little bit more. Because I also kind of want to look at this island. This island seems neat. It's like none of this settleable. Ah, that's a shame. Oh well. What over here? Wow, that's a lot of coal. There isn't even clay there, though. Wait, was there? Oh, okay, no, there's a little bit of clay there. Like, if you want clay, you kind of gotta go, like... Oh, really? There isn't even much out there. Huh. And there's also, like, these kind of neat desert, like, rivers and creeks. Heard about this game? Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. I'm just looking for a place to settle. You know, it's the hardest part about any game, right? Where do I settle? Open land, 0. Huh. I'm assuming that, like, tree foliage counts as covering open land, so... Yes, we are in character creation, exactly, Arrow. Looking for a place to start, character creation, nap time for chat, you know, all of the same things, you know. The main things I'm looking for right now is, like, how common certain materials are and what they'll pay in taxes. That's mostly what I'm looking at right now. I'm also looking at how much of the map is forest, how much of it is open land, how much of it is mountain. I'm kind of curious about something. Where's that one spot? So this is 70% mountain. There's just not enough clay there is the problem. I need more clay. Because clay is really important. And, like, only having, like, yeah, 0% clay. Like, the taxes are great there, but... Clay is very important for pots, which is used for making bread, I think, and a bunch of other things. Yeah, honestly, like I think Kiri's going to EGX. Need to confirm that, but think she is. They've got very high taxes on diamonds. %3 clay deposits. No forest. Ooh. I need some forest. I think I'm going to go back with that spot that we had selected initially, this one. It would just be hard without clay, yeah. Well, I'd have to import pots, basically. Basically, all it means is I would have to import pots. I'd have to import either raw clay or pots, and then later clay bricks. It's just whether or not how much of a thing do I want to import early versus how much do I not want to import early. How much industry do I want to make myself versus how much industry do I want to import? Then there's also the question of, are other people importing it? Unless she got something this weekend. I don't know. She said something about AGX is a maybe, but I don't know. 93. Lots of stone. All right, sure. Let's dive in. Why did you kill my daughter? I just needed her. Says the story of a... That's a terrifying quote. Game? Oh. Yeah, right. So I was just like, why? Guys, game broken. Didn't load me in the... Oh, no, it did. So, this is Songs of Six, a game with a very big map. A very, 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 very big map. And the problem with the very, very, very big map is sometimes it spawns you in the middle of a mountain and you think the game didn't spawn in at all. But also, the problem with the really, really, really big map is I sometimes go, oh god, where do I start? Shit, there's stuff everywhere. So I gotta kind of look around for a little bit and figure out where we're gonna start. I'm gonna need a lot of trees, and there's not a huge number of trees growing. All the trees seem to be kind of down here. Oh, this is very much like, we're gonna have to build like a mining complex. I'm thinking we start kind of in this area. There's like some space here for farming. There's some fertile land around here. There's plenty of trees. There's this kind of stone line. These are caves back here, so if they mine all the way into here, then they can just like run around in the caves. Problem is, mining takes a bajillion years. Like literally, like to mine from here to that cave structure would probably take a couple of actual days. Maybe years real time. Not real time. In-game time, actual years. So, but we'll get a lot of stone out of it. So I think we'll probably plop down in here somewhere. And there we go. That's our throne, my friends. That is our throne. So, now we play Songs of Six. I don't know how much of the screens I'm going to block with my camera here. I'm going to have the camera on and off pretty frequently. Let's see, okay, so the tech tree is still in fact there. So fun fact, the tech tree is found by clicking this, right? I didn't know that these were clickable buttons originally because the UI used to look kind of different. It took me about 7 hours to find the tech tree, which is this. Which one? Oh, hey, new tech tree. Hold up. New tech tree. This all looks different. It used to just be a really long list of things. I think I liked the list of things more, but this looks more professional. Mining, health. Interesting. Crop optimization. Okay. Okay. Yeah, these are the same things as before. Some of them unlock certain buildings, but So one of the first things we need to do is I'm gonna make a farm because these orcs are really good farmers. But before we do that, where's the button that I'm looking for? Fell tree, clear rock, harvest all wild edibles. That'd be something. Oh, well, there really isn't. All right. Oh, wait, never mind. There's plenty. All right, so I'm going to actually cancel that. There is plenty of food to eat. That's good. These tiles are beautiful. This game, people either think that this game is gorgeous or they think it's extremely ugly, and there's like no in between. So the initial bit of this is actually just going to be me going, okay, how the hell do I play this video game? Yeah, let's just like clear cut some forests. They will grow back. All right. Let's unpause slightly, and they're going to go start doing their thing. The wavering loyalty. Loyalty is decreasing. It is of the utmost importance. Well, it's okay. So the reason, chat room, that loyalty is decreasing is because I have no housing, I have no food source, I have no entertainment, I have nowhere for them to live. I get it, lads. Calm down. We will give you higher loyalty in due time. Let's start building farms. Who'd have thunk? Yeah, I know, right? So if you haven't seen this game before, something you'll notice immediately, the farms are huge. Like, this is how big you can make a farm. And I love it. Okay, so let's start off with something reasonable. Let's just do like 13 by 15, or 15 by 20. Sure, that'll do. And it'll be fruits. We're also going to make a vegetable farm. Ooh, new mining sounds. We're going to be playing very slowly, at least initially. So they're going to run around and they're going to hack down all the trees. They'll do it pretty quick. They're already hating me. I mean, I too would hate a malevolent king. Wouldn't you? I mean, come on. Makes perfect sense. I'm actually kind of curious about something. Right, let's turn particles down to some. Of course, you want gore to be all of it, yeah? I'm gonna turn up the night gamma because it gets a little dim at night. Let's put auto-saving up to 11 minutes. That's an odd interval. And done. But how was everybody's weekend, chat? You know, I've rambled quite a bit about how PAX was, and for anybody who supports the channel on Patreon, there's going to be a voice log on Patreon, and probably tonight or tomorrow. I just hadn't done it yet because I didn't get time to do it before I left for PAX. So I'm going to do a post-PAX voice log, and then also edit together all of my floor footage and tourism footage and some tweets, which is going to make its way into a thing. I will say this, I know some things about Dwarf Fortress chat room that are really, really cool that they have planned, that they haven't even mentioned that they're doing yet, which I'm not going to spoil because I think it's really cool that I've seen. But also they are very much considering a vinyl pressing because they know it would sell. It's just a matter if they can get the mastering done. The snow makes your screen flicker. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the snow effect. Not gonna lie. Not a huge fan of the snow effect. It kind of fucks with the bitrate. Nice music from the pub that you were staying near. Kind of funny thing about pub and music. The place that I went to for dinner with Zach and Tarn, boasts classic rock, good beers, and pub food. And when we were leaving, they were playing Tricky by Run DMC, which is, you know, the SSX Tricky song. So according to them, that's classic rock, and that makes me feel really weird. We all agreed that it's not, in fact, classic rock. So, you did have a relative who tends to over-explain things, and once informed me that that the milk was in the fridge, and explained that there were 2 light switches in the living room. They explained what 2 light switches in the living room do? Why? Is this just their personality, or is this something they do for you specifically? That seems annoying. You're a Porto? You mean like a porter? I don't know what a Porto is. Alright, I think I'm getting to the point where we can turn speed up just a little bit. This is kind of a game that you leave on, like, medium speed at all times. So we've got some people over here that are farming. There's no, like, manual job assignment in the game. They just kind of do stuff. You know, we've already got 65 people. So these guys are going to start doing farming. Pretty early in the season still. Like, we're, you know, day 1 of spring. These lads over here are still working on all those woods because there's nowhere to put them. They're just leaving them outside, which is fine. But I'm going to work on our first storage house, I think, is what we're going to do first. Stockade, stone fence, stone wall. I can't remember the names of anything in this. It's something that I need to, like, remind myself of. Alright, we're gonna need, like, an eatery and shit. Fisheries, probably. Logistics, haulers, warehouse, that's what I need. Alright, so the building design for this game's kind of neat. So I'm actually gonna probably put this warehouse maybe... Let's go over to about here. Actually, I'm going to go down 1 because it's going to spawn the walls on the outside, so... Let's do 12 by 12, I think. So this is going to put... Actually, hold on a second. I need to check something. Do you guys like round buildings? I can't remember. Where's that actual statement? That's what I need. You guys. Traits, properties. I can't remember if they like square buildings or not. This is what I'm looking for. Buildings. Building preference and race is like being around in different kinds of structures. This is liked by one race. Higher value, more fulfillment, so that they like higher value buildings. I like how they don't like starving. They really like being the majority race. They don't like former slaves. They don't like desecration. They don't like corpses. They don't like cannibalism. They dislike wrongful deaths. They don't like slaves. They're not a huge fan of immigrants. They want private homes. I can relate to the private homes bit. I know that there's a stat that says whether or not they like round buildings, and I can't remember. Is it round and wood? Okay, I can't find it, but I know that they like wood. All right, so we gotta do round corners, which is pretty easy. All right, so let's go warehouse. Let's just do like 10 by 10. Link. So we need it to be organic, not very square. Isolation prevents the room degradation and sound pollution from surrounding walls and decreases. Okay. 100% organic. Woo! All right, so we're going to keep it made out of wood. And let's see if I can... There we go. Put a pillar in the middle so that we don't have issues with pillars. And then I need crates and doors, which I need to find the button. Crates. I asked Zach and Tarn, actually, if they'd played this. And their response was, it didn't have enough of a tutorial, so they just went and did something else that day, which I think is kind of funny. Shrink this down a bit more. I don't really care if they're perfectly optimal. I more just care if they look cool. So, before you guys start going, Blind, you could have optimized this better. I know. It's fine. I'll live. I'm sure you will too. How has this game come along? You haven't played it since the first days of early access? Oh, very far. But since the first days of early access, where's the doors button? Am I going crazy? Places. Okay, so that is the doorways button. I was gonna say, why can't I find the doorways button? It's one of the most ironic things that you've ever heard in your life, that the Dwarf Fortress developer stopped playing a game because it had too much tutorialization or didn't have enough tutorials. Yeah, it is kind of funny. All right, sweet. Well, we can start that up. So now I can also set that to copy paste, which I definitely will be doing. Also, actually, I wonder. Room copier. So now I can do this. Make a second one if I want to. But we need to get this up and running, and then we need to do some basic housing, and then once we get basic housing done, then we can do other stuff. But this game has a lot of really nice features baked into it if you dig a little bit. I'm also playing on super slow speed because I'm like trying to remind myself how to play this. Copying buildings? Dwarf Fortress doesn't let you copy buildings. Not in the current game, anyway. There's a DF hack plugin that lets you copy buildings, but that's not a Dwarf Fortress feature. That's a DF hack feature. Also going to move my sub count because it's blocking stuff currently up to here. Oh, I mean, it has... Oh, okay. It does have the macros, but I don't really consider that to be a room copier. Yeah, it's a macro. I don't remember if that's something that they're working on for premium. I need to look. I think we're going to try and keep this a majority orc settlement for a while. Because there's already, like... a dwarf that wants to move in, Girthimi, which... So these guys are basically orcs, right? These are basically dwarves. These are, like, weird bug people. These are humans. These are basically just elves. Not sure about these guys, actually. These guys are new, I think. Very ancient race that are created by the Ananian during the first war of the gods, and they are heavy, fast, and deadly, and do not need much, but they should also be kept from work. Huh. And then the blue giant guys. Yeah, I no idea what those dudes are. Oh, interesting. They're like more bug people. Okay. 39 of our peoples are homeless. Well, we can work on that. You should simply boot it up. Yeah, I mean, this game has updated a lot since the beginning of early access. There goes the bitrate again. Please stop reminding me. It's going to make me not want to stream this game, Piranha. Because there's literally nothing I can do about it. Like, the best way to discourage me is by telling me that the stream looks like shit. For playing a game. It's like, there's absolutely nothing I can do. I'm streaming at the maximum bitrate Twitch will accept. I know it does, Ayer, but I'm asking for Anna not to remind me. Because, like, the bitrate does go whenever, like, weather kicks in this game. You like this Dwarf Fortress mod? It's a very different game than Dwarf Fortress, Imgran. Much more of a city builder. People don't have individual needs. Like, or rather, they do, but they don't matter, really. Individuals don't really matter. It's more of a city builder than a kind of a simulation. And the depth is very different. I think we should just be able to turn on and off the weather effects, because I would just disable them. Just leave in the sound effects. Turn off the weather effects. This is more of a, this game is kind of like really big Pharaoh with a little bit of RimWorld building and Total War combat is kind of what it is. It's more that style of city builder. So it's a U.S. democracy simulation? No, that's democracy. Ayer. That's just democracy. There's a series of video games for that if you want to play it. Just quickly moving this game to the top of your wish list. Got it. As you do. You know, I've heard rumors that Hooded Horse tried to pick this game up to publish it, and the dev said no, which I think is kind of interesting. All right. There is also a demo, by the way, for this. So if you haven't actually played it, I recommend playing the demo. The demo's usually like 2 or 3 versions behind, and it's just the full game. So I would recommend just trying the demo, because unlike a lot of games, the demo is actually very representative of what the game is. Purely because, like, it is quite literally the full game. So, it's just, like I said, an older version. So, if you want to just see an older version of the full game, just go play the demo, because it'll give you a pretty good idea of what to expect from this game. Okay, so, I need vegetables. What? I know there's a hotkey. Oh, is it? I thought that there was like I could hold down shift or something, but I guess not. Oh, that's what I need to do. I need to harvest wild edibles because I need to harvest vegetables. Well, I guess I could harvest some of these fruits too. But I need to harvest wild vegetables so that we can get seeds. Because I have no seeds currently for vegetables, but we do need vegetables. We do have a fruit farm, but I need a vegetable farm. Quite a lot of, oh, there's a bunch. Okay, let's grab that. So they're currently putting this together. They've got all the materials together. They just need to construct it. Once this is done, we're going to pause the game and we're going to design our first housing blocks. Do I have a tutorial? No, but the game has a tutorial. I don't really do tutorials. I should, but like, this game is kind of redundant making a tutorial for it. Because, like, the last time I really played this game was almost a year ago. The last time I played this game was, like, December last year. And I played it a bunch in December. And then I actually have an interview with the dev, which I did in January. But since December, like, all of the UI's been redone. Like, it's much cleaner and clearer. It used to be way more stylized. Like, they've added a new species. There's, like, a bunch of new shit. So it's like, yeah, I don't really, like, I would do that for Dwarf Fortress, and that's already a bit much. But yeah, with this one, this game's not that hard. It's a bit weird, and like the UI's strange, but like once you realize that these are clickable buttons, if you've played RimWorld, you can play this. It's not that bad. And it does have a tutorial in the game that walks you through how to build buildings and like how to not die immediately in the first like year, and then you're basically good. The game's pretty forgiving. The combat like won't completely kill you. I don't think I've actually lost a city yet. Like, I've had periods where, like, oh no, like, there's riots in the streets and I have to, like, kill a large portion of my population, and we go from, like, 15,000 populace to, like, 8,000, and then, like, half of my industry needs to be shut down for a couple of years until people migrate in. But, like, aside from that, really, I've never run into an issue where I've lost in this game. Let's just pause for a little bit, and we're gonna build housing. Because I need basic housing. Also, no, I don't need a hunter just yet. I can't remember the keyword for how. Oh, that duh. Chamber, home. Oh, this is also new. That's why I can't remember, because previously it was like bunkhouses. Those are expensive. Essential services where your subjects sleep and spend much of their lives. It comes in different sizes with aspects of different subjects' happiness depending on the species, and bigger varieties of homes allow for more occupants, but at the cost of privacy. So these guys like private homes, if I'm not mistaken. And also, shoutouts to the dev for making this text so much more readable. I totally missed the joke. Where did you get these houses are sold as a service? What? I mean, I'm waiting for DLC for your home, although that probably already exists. They prefer wooden structures. When creating their own farm and gain skills in farming, the vegetarians and harmonious creatures. They're also peaceful and not fit for battle, and their favorite foods are fruit and vegetables and mushrooms, and they prefer wooden structures. Was it central service? Well, I mean, like, not to, like, shoot your joke in the foot or anything, but, like, we have, there's things in society called essential services. One of these is water. One of these is housing, and one of them is electricity. And in some regions in the world, internet is an essential service. So, not the definition of service in this instance, but. Housing is liked by this race. Generally. Canada doesn't think that internet is an essential service. I think internet is an essential service, but I like how these guys they get along. These guys get along well with the other races, which is kind of neat. All right, well, hold on. Let's just. Oh shit! I understand now. So apartments, houses, dormitories, and longhouses. That's neat. Okay. All of this is new. Hold up. Also neat. Huh. Neat. All right, let's do a couple dormitories. So are they going to build walls around these? I'm assuming so. This is a very simplified housing Because houses used to be built just like these, but everybody would just make housing blocks like this anyway, so I'm really curious to see what these end up looking like. I completely agree. Your joke already had no feet. I mean, if it did have feet, it would also need shoes, and it would have been a very different joke then. I'm wondering if they're going to build walls or if I'm going to need to build the walls around these homes. Must be made with pre-made houses only? I assume? Hold on. Yeah, it looks like it's the pre-made houses only, so he simplified the housing system from previous versions. But apparently it's like also got more depth now because there's like this assign a homes button where you can like assign homes to people, and then there's chambers, which are like the royal homes. But I'm curious to see if these are all, yeah, these are all gonna end up outside, I think. I'm just curious to see what these end up looking like. All right, let's put vegetables. Put foodstuffs in, a lot of foodstuffs in this. Let's also put hey, you know what? Let's just make this into a foodstuff storage spot. Oh, also, if you just hold down Control on any building, it'll auto copy paste whatever the building was and just start constructing it. So if I want to make more of these, just hold Control, make more. Yeah, okay, so they do get little walls. Huh. Once again, I agree, Farana. I like how they prioritize the the farms. Farms over all else. It's like they getting food. Hold left Control to build another. Sure, but were those construct? I don't understand how these houses work. Oh, I see. They're still putting things in them. Do I need to put walls around these? Do these have roofs on them? Hold on. Small apartment is private housing, offers the best privacy for residences. Dormitory, large structure to house a lot of residents. 50%. A larger structure to house more residents. 75% privacy. I'm just very perplexed by the fact that they don't have as wide walls. Like, am I supposed to be building a wall around it? Hold on. Because, like... Like, am I supposed to be doing this? That's kind of what it looks like, no? I mean, it seems... You've seen all of the UI I've seen, Tycho. So I'm assuming the answer to that question is yes, but I don't really have another answer for you. But like, so what I think these are rooms that you're supposed to place inside of a structure, right? Because they don't have walls. So I'm just gonna real quick take a look at the patch notes, because the way I think, because I'm just looking at this for the first time. The way I think this is supposed to work is you're supposed to build the structure. Yeah, they changed. This is all new. Yeah, I haven't seen any of this. All subjects require their own 3x3 house to live in. You get to set what race and class lives where, and they require materials. Subjects will go and fetch themselves if allowed. This visually upgrades their houses. So basically, you build them those little houses, and then they fill it up with their own furniture and their own stuff. That's actually really cool. You can assign. Okay, so I to be clear, I don't need to put walls around it. So that doesn't need to be done. So let's delete these jobs. So yeah, let's just build a dormitory block. So yeah, no, there is no custom layouts for the houses. They build them themselves. Which is kind of cool. I don't know, it's different, but neat. Oh, right. Should probably just hit the speed up time button. So yeah, like, yeah, these have walls and roofs on them, apparently. And then as stuff is made available. And then I guess using this tool. Homes for everyone. Citizens are built in the bulk of the population. These will all be citizen homes. Interesting. Not everything has to be made of man-thick walls. Yeah, but to me, this kind of represents like a finished building, right? Like, it's more just like an artistic visual look than anything else. Like, to me, it just looks odd if there isn't anything there. They're all still homeless, even though these homes are available. It's an inconsistency? Sure, yeah. It's not a bad inconsistency, these have a bit more style. I mean, it is also an unfinished game, right? This game's had many placeholder assets in it over the years, and I assume this is just kind of a placeholder asset. They look better once the shadows are on them. But yeah, inconsistency is a good way to put it. Okay, so we are planting more fruits. I'm going to remove some water because I want these to be irrigated. Oh wait, no, I don't want to remove water. I want to remove dirt, not water. Dig canal, that's what I want to do. Dig canal all the way along here. All right, so the next thing we're going to do once that's done and that's done is I'm going to go into here and I'm going to build a hearth. Because someone needs to, you know, build a hearthstone. You know what I'm saying? But before I do that, actually, I'm going to a little road going down this way. Hearth. Thinking in terms of UX, this essentially makes players wonder if the building is in fact complete or if it needs a wall because the language of the game speaks is ambiguous. Yeah, no, absolutely. I completely agree. I mean, this game's got, like... this game's had visual issues as long as it's been out, right? That's always something that's never quite been perfect with this game. It's never been bad. Like, it's certainly not, like, poorly designed or anything. Like, I wouldn't go pointing at this game and being like, this is bad. Blah. It's more like okay, that could use improvement. Okay, that could use improvement. Okay, that could use improvement. And then usually the dev improves it by the next update, right? And this is something that's, like, a new thing to this game, so it's fine, currently, in my opinion. But, we're building this fire pit, which will give them a place to stay warm. And we're just going to start plopping down... things that we need. Like we're going to need a well as an example. So we're going to place a well down probably right here. This is going to kind of end up being like a bit of a plaza area, I think. Kind of my plan. I'm also thinking that we need a janitor. Janitor is kind of like, they go around and maintenance roads. They keep things from falling apart. They maintenance buildings. So janitor is a very important thing to build. Of course, you don't need to build it inside of this default building. Only these tables are mandatory, so you could turn off these walls, manually build a really large building, and put one of these in that large building if you wanted to. But we're just trying to get our 65 people happy, and once they're happy, things are going to improve dramatically. You know, like giving them all housing, giving them a chance to get their housing, all that jazz. I really like the oh yeah, they just move in. That part's cool. And then now that we've got that housing done, I think I'm going to go back to housing, and we're going to just go to house. I'm not going to build these out at all. I'm just going to give them a little bit of space, a little bit of walking space on either side. I'm going to build a bunch of those. See if they claim those quicker. Because, you know, all those trees are already growing back too. Of course, I could just go grab more if I need. There's also all this rubble and rock around the edges, which is real helpful. Good win, Taylor. This is something you'd expect from an in-dev game. Yeah, no, totally. I mean, also, I think the dev does all of the art for this game, too. Like, it's literally like he does everything. You missed it, Diamond, by like a minute. Scroll up. Do the rocks roll? Only if you push them. Yeah, literally, like, scroll up 3 lines of text, Diamond. And lost your base. You can, like, scroll out with the mouse wheel and see the whole map, and you'll see the stuff in the middle. Did you download the demo? You're gonna be good at this game. This game's actually not, it's not that crazy. It looks a lot crazier than it actually is maybe, like, the easiest thing to say about this game is it looks way crazier than it actually is. It's not actually that bad. Whoa. Twitch is getting rid of hosts? Hold on a second. What in the world? I literally just got a notification from Twitch 3 minutes ago that says, host mode is going away on October 3rd. Click to learn other features that help support the growth of other streamers. Okay, cool. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Why? Shrug. I mean, then they link to just the host mode article. That's bizarre. I don't know. Okay. I don't think they hurt their bottom line. I think they're just trying to make it more algorithmically driven. Got link? Not directly, no. Well, I mean, like, so the link itself just links to the hosting page. Like, literally, this is all it links to. I haven't heard anything about this. Yeah, but it just says, no, on 3.10, host mode will be removed from Twitch. Click here, visit the FAQ for more info. Weird. /host command and the host channel stream manager quick action will no longer be available. In addition to the auto host will be changed to suggested channels. Why are we removing host mode? Host mode was introduced in 2014 to make it easy for streamers to give their viewers another stream to watch when they went offline. Since its launch, we've learned that streamers want to share their viewers with other streamers to help them grow, and have introduced features to help you do that. We made the decision to remove this feature because the experience it delivers to viewers doesn't match their expectations when they come to Twitch. Yeah, that's what I figured. It confuses people. People think that hosted channels are live when they're not live. That's literally all it is. These people are idiots. That's kind of dumb. Well, I guess host me while you can. Or just, like, clear your auto-hosting lists, I suppose. That's awesome. Also, hi, Stout. What's up, man? Thanks, B-Log, by the way. Well, I mean, who needs community-driven discoverability? I mean, there's still discoverability on Twitch. It's just community-driven now. All right, so everybody's got housing. So now that everybody's got housing, let's start getting things that people want built. Specifically, let's get food stuff built. We just need wood for that. Perfect. So I think we'll do an eatery like here, and then because I want this square area to be kind of like a city center, sort of. So we're gonna build it like as such. I don't know. You know, honestly, like this is one of those things where, and I'm kind of like directing this in response to what B-Leg just said. This is one of those things where, if they did this 2 years ago, I'd be sitting here and I'd be like going into just chatting and I'd be ranting about why they need to keep the feature. They're gonna delete the feature and there's absolutely nothing we can do. If Twitch says they're getting rid of a feature, they're going to get rid of the feature and there's nothing we can do. And I can either give myself unnecessary anxiety about it, or I can just be like, well, that's Twitch. that's all I really feel now is, well, yeah, that's, I guess they're gonna do that. That is not cool. Great, awesome. Moving on. Maybe I'm just old at this. I'm just like old and jaded. It's like, yes, corporations being corporations. I wish I had some control over it, but unfortunately I don't. Oh yeah, it absolutely does. Yep. So it absolutely does. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, I mean, if somebody I'm sure somebody will make a user voice argument saying, please keep it, but they won't. I mean, they killed auto hosting completely a while ago, and I kind of figured they were gonna do this when they killed auto hosting. So, you know, I guess like maybe you can raid people now, and that's like your only option. I mean, I expect good things from companies that aren't owned by huge corporations. But, you know, Twitch is owned by Amazon. YouTube is Google. And then everything else is owned by Tencent, pretty much. So there really is no small companies that you can work with in this. So from like reskimming this, it seems like you'll still have the recommended channel on the home screen, but I won't be able to host people on my channel anymore, which actually helps view counts. So basically there will still sort of be that, I guess, and I'm sure we'll have some control over how channels are recommended, but But I don't know. That's ew. I've said for years that one of the reasons I love Twitch, Jerome Stout, is that it doesn't matter. You don't have to conform to an algorithm. You can just like develop a group of friends and support each other. That's what I love about Twitch, right? Is you can just build a little group of friends, work together and support each other and grow as a group. You can't really do that on YouTube anymore. I mean, you still can. You can collab with people, but it's really hard to do unless you have a large scale to work with. So largely, it's very difficult to grow as a group on YouTube. And, like, we can still do that, right? And we will still do that. Because, like, I think having coworkers in an industry where it's just everybody out for themselves is actually a really nice advantage, which is why we do it. But, man, I don't know how I feel about that, man. Roads up this way and that way. We're going to keep doing farming along this. Shout out channels. So, !SO. Isn't that what shout out is? I'm pretty sure that the TV show Friends probably trademarked Friends, right? Well, chat, host me while you can, I suppose. Go over to your channel and give me a host because cool. Hopefully, I'll be able to control who Twitch recommends on my channel. Nuclear Sneeze. Hopefully. Like, if I can say just recommend my teammates, that'll be fine. We started this an hour and a half ago. Aqua. It's brand new. Brand new. We've got a tiny little orc settlement down here. Tiny whiny little orc settlement. And currently they are pissed at me. My popularity is exceptionally low right now. Because I don't even have like food distribution just yet. So we're working on this basically. Does the game have more songs now? I've already heard some new music, yeah, actually. I mean, they're gonna have the auto host that's gonna be renamed, and or rather the channel host that's gonna be renamed, which hopefully we have some control over, and then a new command in chat, which is redundant. Oh well. Wait, you mean the one that you were editing? I mean, you want me to just make a 10-hour version of that thing? Because I could just do that. I might actually just do that. I'll make a 10-hour version of drink and industry, because it's not supposed to be called food and industry. They fucked up. So that suggests their channels to viewers when you're offline, and them suggested channels list in your channel settings. So okay, so they basically what they're doing is they're removing manual hosting. They are renaming the gutted, destroyed, dead auto hosting system to suggesting, and so they're removing manual hosting. Got it. Okay, like yeah, that's how I feel about that. All right, so let's go back into, speaking of removing things, I'm going to go back into housing. I'm going to go back, set these ones. down to anybody, which I don't think boots anybody out. I like that you can specify slave housing. That's kind of neat. But we have no slaves, so. We are moving into summer. Pretty good fertility, actually. Shameless self-promoting. You're not advertising it, so it's not really shameless. Or rather, you're not making money off of it, so it's not really shameless. It's only, like, problematic self-promoting if you're making money off of it, so it's fine. I don't really have much stuff that I can build just at this exact moment. Right, so we have quite a bit of tech off the bat because of my level up stuff. Yeah, let's enable crop optimization and increase fruits. And now I'm out of tech points. We get higher output from our farms. It'll be available in September. It's maybe out tomorrow. Weird. Hold on, I'm grabbing that link because I'm putting out a tweeted. If anybody wants to help me get some clout. Here's a link to my tweet. Shout out to FG who already quote tweeted. Well, at least I don't need to ask you guys to host me anymore. Makes my life a little bit easier. You guys don't need to be pestered and reminded to host blind every day now. All right, so general happiness kind of sucks. We were at 5% happiness, but we've gone up to 26. This being done is going to help a lot because they're going to actually be able to get food that's preserved instead of just like, you know, raw food. Nobody on Twitter likes this change? Of course not. Which is why I'm trying to get a quick round of retweets, you know? Gotta get whatever cred I can from this, you know? Discoverability and curation sucks. We hear you. We've made things to make it worse. Well, I mean, to be fair, they did give us, I'm going to give Twitch some credit. Tags are pretty awesome. Tags are a good feature. All right, so how's this helping happiness? Not much yet. All right, well. Let's lower down the amount of fruits that are put in there. All right. Could just build more farms. Actually, let's see if I can do the... Okay, so those will be done in the summer. Let's make another storage house. Actually, no, let's build 2 more of these. All right, boys, get to it. Get to work. Oh, I see it's paused. That'd make that hard. Also, let's hack down some more trees. Can I not, like... Oh. Let's see here. I was sitting here going like, I'm very smart. I'm going to use the... Actually, can I... That was Ethel something. Okay, so for some reason, I can't search through the tasks in there, which is fine. I can't take it about Dutch Twitter. You okay? No one on Twitter is okay. Like, the thing that you need to know about Twitter is no one on Twitter is ever okay. They're on Twitter. All right. Well, our general happiness has gone up a little bit. No. Poop, no. Okay, so, what's the... Do I have to unlock toilets now? That's crazy if I have to unlock toilets. Okay, so carpenter is something I need to do. I was just looking for toilets. I was like, where's the toilets? Okay, lavatories need to be unlocked now. I don't remember that. Maybe that was the thing. All right, well, we need to make... a crafter. We'll let them finish those first. Well, maybe not. Let's just queue this up. Well, that'll give me a nice little round kind of look. Little pillar in the middle. So this is going to be a carpenter shop. Doesn't need to run at full capacity. It's going to be a little bit too big. And you know what? That's okay. I want it to be a little bit too big. Can I build the auxiliary stations? Yeah, okay. So the auxiliary stations just cost more wood. Some of the auxiliary stations cost metals, which is why I was like, eh. Okay, so we'll do 2 little auxiliary stations. We'll do door, door. Boop. General happiness? No. No. Also, I'm actually going to do kind of a neat thing that you can do in this game, which is copy this and move it over here. And then delete it from this side. Because I don't like that placement. But also, this is gonna maybe sound kind of mean. I don't care about the general happiness of Twitch. I care about my happiness. And you know, honestly, at this point with Twitch, Twitch doesn't care about helping me grow. So I'm just going to help me grow. Period. And that's kind of it. Like I don't care about what Twitch is doing at this point. Well, what I care about is helping me grow and helping my team grow. That's all I care about. If Twitch removes tools to help the team grow, I will do my damnedest to try and find tools or make tools to make the team grow. You know, like if they want to be like, okay, you don't get hosting anymore. Okay, fine. We will find something else. We will find a bigger, better way to host things. So this is my throne. It doesn't actually need anything. But I am thinking about making it a bigger building because I think that'd be kind of cool to give it a bigger house, bigger space, more space, run more space. I also don't think I've gathered any rocks, so let's rock some stone, shall we? Clear rock. The date, as the date been said for when they're removing hosts, Diamond, September, or sorry, October 3rd, I think. Basically, a month from now. My team's Discord is going ham right now. Everybody's typing. So not that it's Oh, wow, it is 6-9 today. Today is pretty nice. Yes, you are not incorrect. Today is, in fact, nice. That aren't subscribers? You know, like, you joke about that, but, like, would it really matter? You'll fall into a negative thought spiral. How about instead of that, you just simply state, what'd you have for dinner yesterday? Was it good? Oh, shit. I'm also realizing I fucked this up. Edit this. Fix it. Okay, so I have to fix these because I accidentally built another room on top of them, and it, like, destroyed the siding that I built because I started building that, and then I realized I'd screwed it up. I had to fix that. All right, we are getting into fall, so we're going to start getting rains again. We've lost some fruits. Hopefully we got enough food. We should. I mean, worst case scenario, we just have some real hungry dudes for a couple months. All of the non-state paid streams. You know what I'm actually waiting for? I'm waiting for affiliates or people who aren't affiliates to have to pay Twitch to stream. That's something that I've been like kind of unironically waiting for a while. So now we can get these veggies planted. So I'm actually going to make a second veggie field now because we've hit winter. Let's do that. I love how there's just like a bunch of like multi-crawler, like weird like bug things out there and then dead bug things out there. Can stream free on Twitch. Yeah, that too. Yeah, stuff like that, you know. But I don't know. At this point, like, it's not something that I'm willing to get upset over. I mean, it sucks. And that's my take, but sorry, I'm kind of distracted by background stuff right now. All right, well. They'll never make new people pay to stream. They make more money running ads on streams. Well, they don't run ads on channels that aren't affiliated, right? Which is actually why Hyperstrange's channel isn't affiliated, so that there's no ads on it. So I don't know about that necessarily. Because when you become an affiliate, you agree to have ads on your channel. Yes. That was a change that they made that change sometime in the last 2 years to make ad revenue or to make ad revenue better for partners and give affiliates ad revenue. That's why they did that. Or at least that was their reasoning to do it. I feel kind of bad because like I was kind of on a roll here, just like talking about, you know, I was on a roll kind of talking about Songs of Six and like, you know, talking about kind of why this game's cool and like discussing mechanics, and then suddenly it's just like, Twitch did it stupid. Well, I guess we're talking about Twitch now. Oh, man. So they are employing 9 carpenters and making furniture. So I'm assuming as they start to make furniture, furniture is going to get moved into these houses. I'm assuming that that's how that's going to work. And I'm really curious to see how that's actually going to work. Let's store furniture in here. And wood. Happiness is still continuing to rise. We're up to 32. We're going to go up to 47 pretty soon because we actually are getting furniture. That's probably why. No, you don't decorate the bedrooms anymore. They have a little bit more free will, which I'm actually kind of super okay with because the bedrooms just got tedious. But everything else you customize. Although these you could put into a larger building if you wanted to. Yeah, so like there's no minimum requirements, but as you get stuff, they add jobs to it, which is kind of really cool in my opinion. Why are you blinking at me? No, you don't need to place them inside of a building. I literally went and checked the patch notes. They don't need to be placed inside of a building. They can be, but they don't need to be. But I think that these walls are placeholder. Because, you know, early access. But the way housing works now is there's apartments, house, dormitory, and longhouse, which is just big apartments, right? Or big dormitories. So instead of having to manually build them, you just place them like this, or place them in wherever you want them, and then they put their own bedding and furniture in them. Which I don't know. I think that's cool. I'm super down actually for that idea. Because it's more dwarfy. Give them free will. Rah! Oh, do I not have enough? I don't have enough vegetables. Oh, no. Sweet. It's all fruits. Harvest what we can. What's up, Soul? How is the song playing? how is the song playing? So I'm assuming you're asking how's the game, not the specific music in the background, right? All right. So we've got some storage. This is because when you copy a storage room, it just defaults to whatever the last one had in it. I don't actually need any of that in here. I think I'm going to, because they prefer to eat like fruits and vegetables. Kinda. You know, honestly, I guess for right now, we'll just keep this a fruits storage. For right now. Logistics. There's one thing I'm kind of perplexed about, which is how the heck do I start getting knowledge now? Because previous... Oh, I see. You just make a laboratory. All right, well, let's make a laboratory. For the purpose of knowledge. I'm gonna build this off of here. It's gonna be a weird thing to construct quick, but I just kind of want to build it off of the edge of my throne. I think that would be kind of cool. Add on to it a bit. So the laboratory is a place where people study. This area is not connected or is cutting off part of the room. Are you, game, are you worried about this? That must be it. Nope. Huh? It is not connected. Or is an item that is cutting off the room. How? All right, okay. I guess it doesn't want to connect to the side of a building like that? This work? I guess it just needs a really large space. Okay, that's fine. Let's just do like this. Does it fit in here? Okay. Sweet. Let's do that up to there. Over to there. You think the area inside the throne room is screwing you over? I don't think so, no. I think like it just requires more open space than I was providing initially. Which is fine. Oopsies, no, I want to remove that and that. So this is going to be a pretty hefty research spot. Again, I don't care if the if stuff doesn't fit optimally. I'm not here to build optimal buildings. I'm here to build pretty buildings. So if like stuff like if I could use this space better, I don't actually care. So as long as we're on the same page with that, chat room. Let's do that. Let's just do double doors there and there. Thunk, open that up. And that'll employ a bunch of people and start giving us other things. You had an area inside the throne room and it didn't like that? Oh, really? Okay, maybe. That's fair. I mean, I know my team in the background now is talking about how we need to get channels embedded on the website, like stat. The problem is like Twitch also doesn't like embeds. So like, let's extend all these roads, extend this road, that road. Farms are slowly getting there. Let's actually delete that one briefly and just let them work on this one first. I love how quickly the farms grass over when you tell them to stop being constructed. You're learning that Twitch embeds used to be easy and then they went the way of YouTube and it's much harder now. They really want to make you give up whenever you're doing that and just link to the Twitch site. Yeah. That's fair. So we got that first vegetable garden done. We're still growing fruits, but they don't grow as well this time of year. But we're in, we'll get another fruits harvest in the fall, not so much in the summer. All right, stuff gets put away. Okay, so now that we've got that done, we'll build a second one. We're also working on that housing up there. I think I'm going to do another round of houses, but I'm going to do it like back here. I haven't decided if all of this is going to get paved yet. It might. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of like done with critiquing what Twitch does. I just kind of hang out and chill and try and make the content as best as I can, you know? So chat, outside of complaining about Twitch, hope your day's going well. I like this game a lot. The reason I decided to play this actually was because I wanted to do something that was chill, that was kind of low maintenance for my brain. And I think that like my brain is broken, right? Because like I think, man, I need something easy and chill today. Let's play Songs of Six. It's like this is by normal people standards, this game is like incomprehensible, right? But for me, it's just like, this is just like this nice, chill, relaxing, easy game. Like, let's just have a nice, easy afternoon and play some Songs of Six and not think too hard, because I've been at a conventional weekend. I just want to, like, play something easy and relax and... Chill isn't the word you would have chosen? Its pacing is so slow, though. It's like I'm sitting here just, like, refilling my coffee, you know? For me, it's a very chill game. I need to give my brain some rest. Let's practice my calculus. Exactly. Actually, it's more of a... I find explaining this game to Twitch viewers much easier. Whereas Dwarf Fortress I find much harder because people who don't play Dwarf Fortress assume it's insane. And so I find explaining Dwarf Fortress rather frustrating sometimes because like people are like, oh, this game's impossible. It's like, nah, no, it's really not. And I kind of get tired of being like, I swear it's not as bad as you think it is. Hey, we're about to get up to 69% loyalty. Sweet. Also, hey, Sigil, what's up? It's kind of Factorio and coffee here. Hell yeah, it's a similar thing, I think. Yep. If you look at this, it shows the plant degradation. So if they haven't been tended to, rather, so here it shows the fertility of the land, which is more fertile the closer it is to water. But certain types of soil have higher fertility. They get worked, so certain people will be assigned to specific fields, and they will go back and weed them. Weeds do grow. You can. It's dark, so you can't see them as well. Here, I'll speed up time so the sun comes back up. You can see the weeds, and they will show up periodically and weed them and remove those weeds. They then need to be re-sown at the start of every season. They need to be tilled at the start of every season. So at the start of every season, they will run out and they will weed it all. They will till it all. They will sow it all. You'll see the plants harvest, and then they will go back out again and harvest the plants. Hey, Keytrax, what's up? It's actually rather similar to the way that Farthest Frontier does it, except Farthest Frontier does it in a non-automated fashion. This game automates it all for you. It doesn't ask you, it just does it, which I prefer this way more, I'm not gonna lie. So I just need furniture up there. And also, jobs will automatically just produce the thing and automatically employ to produce the thing. Oh, shit. You can make stone weapons now? Oh, that's interesting. Ooh, okay. Stone, did you know that I can hit things with you? We can make you into a weapon. Actually, I should have some stone storage. That one's wooden furniture. This one's just fruits right now. Let's drop that down and make you into stone storage. You didn't expect that many weeds? No, the weeds and stuff has been in the game for a while. How's the military and combat in this game? The combat's interesting, but there's also been an update to it since I last played. So it's been a while. Like, I played back in December, and I think that this game's had 2 major updates since then, and one of them was focused on military stuff, and I haven't seen that stuff yet. Previously, it was like a very simple Total War kind of thing, where you have to make weapons and armor for your soldiers and train them in here in this area, and then when you get invaded, one of 2 things can happen. Well, actually, there's 3 ways that you can end up using combat. You can get attacked, and you can get sieged. And if you get sieged and you wait the siege out, they will attack you. Like, they will walk in the front of your city and attack you, basically. If you get sieged, and you also have the option to just go out and meet them in the field, so you can send your army out to attack them, and then the fighting happens on a different map, which is probably smarter, which is all I've ever really done. I let them in my city once, and that was a bad idea. So you attack them outside of the city. Yeah, this is not Dwarf Fortress. Checking the title of the stream or game help. How you doing, Max? The combat then is like a very simplistic version of Total War as of the last time I saw it. It's like you have, they do box formations, and you can change the formations, and you tell them what angles to attack on, and then they cut through each other, and then they eventually rout the enemy army. All of the because these are all different races that you can have in your cities, right? These guys and these guys are basically just like grunt soldiers. The dwarves also like fighting, but aren't as good at it as these guys, which are literally just zerglings. And then these guys, which are weird bugs, which are new to the game as of the last time I played, which are apparently just like fighters. The dudes I have right now are really bad at combat, so you probably shouldn't be putting them into the army that much. Yeah, no, I don't know, because I haven't seen the updates to the combat. But it was interesting previously. It was very light mechanically previously, but interesting is the way I'd put it. Athros!
Hey, I hope you had a great time at PAX. Happy Tuesday and welcome back.
I'm extremely fucking sunburnt, is how I did it. I look really pale here, but like, let's see if you can see this. This is red. It doesn't really pick up on the camera, but I am very sunburnt. I had a good time at PAX. Yeah, PAX was lovely. Got to hang out with Kiri. Got dinner with Zach and Tarn. Had lunch with Kiri, and got to hang out with her on the last day a whole bunch. Wandered around the floor, played some games. Got to play the new System Shock. Or is the farm fishing in squares? I mean, if you consider, like, growing potatoes and then pulling tubers fishing, I guess by that logic, sure. Although you can set a fishing zone in this game to be a square. Speaking of, I'm literally about to set up a fishing zone. Kind of want these dudes to be a little bit happier first. I also want that building to be done. Oh, is this farm flashing in squares? Are you asking why it's flashing, not fishing? Yeah, I misread stuff all the time. It's flashing because it's not done being constructed. These ones aren't flashing. But this one's still being constructed. One of your solid early memory games? It plays pretty well. Plays a lot better than the demo they have up. That's for sure. It runs well, it looks good. I'd like them to finish it. I know that game's had, like, development troubles. Oh yeah, if you zoom out, they become bigger squares, and then you zoom out even more, it gives you little icons, and if you zoom out even more, it gives you even more, like, all of the icons, but crammed together, and then you can, like, use a magnifying glass. It's kind of neat. Kind of neat. Keeping cam off mostly today because I'm just chilling. Not that zoomed out. I mean, you can zoom out, zoom out. You can also zoom in, zoom in. If you zoom in all the way and you leave the speed on slow and you build lavatories, you can hear them pooping too. It's a very detailed games in ways that you don't want it to be detailed. Speaking of detailed, what do they need over there? Still working on that. All right, you. Now let's make a second, maybe third carpentry hut. Getting that carpentry industry up and rolling. As you do. I do love how this is one of those games where you can just keep zooming out and keep zooming out and keep zooming out. You're a bit FPS'd out. Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, I didn't really go to PAX this year to play games, though, so... Did I play since the housing update? Nope, this is my first time playing since... Shit, what was the last major update I played in this? I can't even remember. I haven't played this since December, so it's been a minute. I mean, I've already got the new houses in. They seem fine. I kind of like that they distribute their own furniture. Kind of cool. My food supply is currently stressing me the hell out, right? But all right, so let's remove some of that because I don't want them fishing over there. Don't quite have space. Okay, well, let's shrink this back just a bit. Expand out this way just so I have a little bit more space to build. Wait. Patolis, thank you very much for the 12th month.
Crypt Comfy Crypt Bear.
Welcome back, man. Good to have you. Jack, can I get a round of beers for friend of the channel, Patolis? Keeping that sub alive for a 12th month. Picky posted about dinner with Zach and Tarn Adams. Looked great. You really are digging Kiri's style of stream. Yeah, her streams are great. She's catching a plane in like 7 hours, though, so wish her safe travel. But, yeah, I know things about the Steam version that I'm going to elect to not say. But I will say this. It's possible it'll still be out this year, but it's possible it may also slip for reasons that, I don't know if I want to say all that, but also I know some things that they're planning, which you guys should be excited about, though, so there's that. But also, if it slips, then, then it would just be super early next year. Can they get their own shrubberies? That I don't know. That I don't know. Is that just like trash there? Okay, no, it's just a piece of rock. A lot of construction stuff being worked on. Let's just speed up time a little bit. Over Speedy any day. I mean, they want it to be done. Also, lads, chat, this game is exactly like Dwarf Fortress. They do the exact same thing. I mean, look at this. They are just as dumb. They get themselves just as stuck. To the point where I have to, like, manually break them out. There they go. Okay. Now, you, this time, we're going to do this, this, and this. Done. I'm just going to, like, fill in this center bit. Oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. Is there a way to do this? I guess I just have to back out of that. Instead, go to structures, wooden building. Be like, place wooden building. Think that that's the right thing? I'm pretty sure that that's the right thing. Oh, I see. No, I need to place walls. Multiple people walled themselves in. It wasn't just one dude. Silly orcs. Oh, it's unreachable. All right, well, let's just delete this whole side of the building now. We'll figure it out in a minute. Might remove boop and remove. Let's just rip that building down. We'll fill in the center and then we'll copy paste it. How many have I lost that way? 0. I haven't had a single death in this entire city. But in previous cities, plenty. In fact, we just gained some. Although it does send you pretty loud notifications when someone's gonna die due to being stuck, which makes it actually quite easy to not let people die in this game for doing that. All right, so let's do that. I think this is new music. Let's fill that in, and then that one afterwards. All right. So now that I've done that, I'm going to go into here and we're going to go room copier. That seems correct. So now they can fix that. But yeah, I've maybe lost a couple things in the past Patolis in this game, but not that many. Actually, probably less than you think. Yo, chat, this song's kind of a bop. I'm just gonna throw that out there. It's kind of good, actually. All right, housing, assign houses. I know the various versions of this game's music over the years have all been pretty damn good. You know, honestly, it's kind of funny. All the talking about hosting going away on Twitch, I think this is the most, like, current hosts I've had in a very long time. Yeah, literally everybody on Twitch is just pissed off right now. Cool. What? Why? Here. I'm not gonna say that this is a good reason why, but I will give you the link. I don't think it's a good reason to remove it, but they're removing it. Hosting is going away entirely, yep. Rating will still exist, but hosting is going away. I also need somewhere to store fish. Let's toss it in here. The veggies and other things. We have 20 people working at the fisheries, which is producing... so far, it's produced 29 fish this year, and storage is all probably staying up there. Also, I need to allow it in the eatery. Okay, sweet. Fish is allowed in the eatery. I'm going to increase the number of workers at the eatery by a little bit. Raids need more pillaging and pitchforks. Air. They definitely need more pitchforks and pillaging. That's, something I completely agree. Mm-hmm. We can't. How can we truly raid a channel if we don't steal their good silver and kidnap their children, right? that's a platform I can get behind. What, hosting? Yeah, no, totally. I mean, Twitch wants to be more automated, and it's like the argument that I just saw is like, oh, well, I mean, auto hosting was automated. It's like, yes, auto hosting was automated, but Twitch wants to automate it. They don't want it to be something that we can automate. Which, yeah.
God, I'm getting Twitch old.
You're getting Twitch old? Did you get a Twitch sale on Twitch old? Because if you're getting it, then that means, I don't know. So what's caused this sudden acquisition of old? I hope that hope you've had a solid weekend. How you doing, Orange? Thanks for 20 months. Big thanks, man. Big thank you. Exhausted? Yeah, samesies. And I spent the weekend at PAX, so I'm like, dead. Dead. Tired, sleepy, nappy time. Need a nap. Want to go back bed. I actually very much considered just straight up taking today off. It's like, maybe take an extra day? I don't know, but we'll see. Depends on if I dodged COVID, I guess, is whether or not I'll take extra days off. Nearly called a sick day because you're just that tired. I feel like crap right now, but it's largely because I'm what's the word I'm looking for here? I feel like garbage right now, but that's largely because I'm just very sunburned. Sometimes old school free-to-play MMOs appear on Steam, and I go, shit, I think I played this. Because I'm actually pretty sure I played this. This looks very familiar. Everything about this looks familiar. Your healing from the sunburn takes a lot of energy? Yeah, no, me and Kiri both got very sunburned yesterday. You are correct. Okay, how are we doing for furniture on that? 28 out of 63. 6 of 6, 6 of 6. Let's manually employ and crank that workload up to max. Because I want these to put out more. And kind of sad that I can't. Maybe it does work that way, I don't know. Guess they can't get over to that center island. Hello, Cost Lord, how are you? Good day, sir. I've had 4 shots, so I've had boosters, yes. But I'm also chronically ill and at risk, so you know. What's the name of that Tarkov-like thing that I played? Zero Sievert. There are 3 VODs on my YouTube channel if you need to find it. There is trade alliances, and you can take over other. This, I guess, is hostile. You can take over other factions, and they pay you taxes. You, once you get enough wealth, where's the world's map screen? It's this, yeah. Once you get enough wealth within your region, where the hell is my? Yeah, that's me. So once you get enough wealth within your region, using this screen, you can. Spend these feathers. Where are the feathers? These things? Yeah, admin points. You can get admin points, which you can then spend on different laws for the region. And you can also then open up this screen, and you can charge taxes for certain items that are traded. So, there is a very high density of coal in this region, which means if I tax coal, that will, you know, be a good thing for me. But currently, because I don't have any administration points, spending administration points will put the area... Basically, it's like forcing laws into play without having the popularity to do so, which very quickly... causes mass rebellions. So maybe not a good idea. Basically, it's like your popularity. So you take popularity and you spend it on things that the locals don't like. So you take your tax, you take your popularity and you spend it to raise taxes, and that ups your treasury, which allows you to do other. There is in fact non-hostile interaction with other settlements. Because like we are this nation, right? And also, like, most of the, like, combat actually is with raiders, which aren't technically other factions. It takes a while to get to war with other factions. Which I've never really done because the mechanics around it are a little finicky, currently. Getting close to the end of the first year. Okay, 22, 7, and 8. What are we doing for furniture up there? 37 out of 63. Well, I mean, so basically we're just going to leave the game on full speed until this is done. And I'm going to keep an eye on my food supply. Got veggies, we've got fruits, we've got fish. Not bad. I think we're going to need bigger farms next year. Looks like we'll probably get 1, maybe 2 more harvests before the end of the year. These. Almost always build it and then immediately cancel it the first time I do it. Also, I have to say a real quick thank you, by the way, chat. It's been nice to have a warm welcome home after, you know, going to PAX and all that jazz. So thanks everybody for, you know, tuning in and hanging out for some Songs of Six. And for relaxing. Plan for today is we'll do a big hefty chunk of this game, and then later in the day we're gonna or I'm gonna probably purchase a copy of, because unless like I get key for it by the end of the day, purchase a copy of Gloomwood, because I would like to play Gloomwood, which released into early access yesterday, I think. This song isn't new. Just saying that. This one's definitely been in the game for a while. There we go. So they've got all the furniture that they need now. Means this can now get constructed. Reinhardt, hello. It's good to see you. Was there a new update? There's been like 4 since I've last played. The most recent one updated housing. And then the one before that did military, and I can't remember what else they've done. It's mostly just been, it's been a while since I've actively played this, so it's time for me to get back to it, you know? I like how the laboratory is just like full of bones. Like, yeah, it's a laboratory. We dissect frogs, and that helps us have technology. But hopefully this employs some people. Maybe I should employ a few humans. No. Okay, there we go. We're getting people working it. Now we're gaining research points. Hey. So I'm curious if these are just gonna start filling up with furniture soon. Was months ago or so, and everybody starved to death. Build a lot of farms early game and you'll be fine for food. Literally just play the orc guys, the default ones, and build a bunch of farms, and then gather all the wild edibles, and you'll have enough food. And then just make sure you keep building farms as you expand. I think it'll be fine. Your city grew too... Excuse me. Your city grew too quickly and you forgot to increase farmland? Yeah, that'll do it. Nice thing, though, is it's actually quite easy to bounce back in this game. Like, I don't think I've ever actually gotten a game over screen in this game. It's very much a... Oh, well, you fucked up here because insert reason, but, like, it takes, like, 4 or 5 years for your population to, like, recover. You just have to shut down 2/3 of your industry and then just, like, wait a couple years. Eventually the anger will settle, and then, like, I got invaded once and lost, like, it was like 2/3 of my people, and then it bottlenecked all of my production, and then I had riots in the streets, and I had to slaughter another chunk of my people. But we were able to recover it within, like, 5 years. Like, we went from, it was like 10,000 people down to, like 3,000 people or so, and we were mostly able to recover it. Like, it's not impossible to save crappy situations like that. Okay, so the first thing we're going to unlock is this magical technology that they had in ancient Rome. Chat room, can you guess what it is? And before you say cute women covered in olive oil, no. Toilets! Yeah, sewers. Fire. The wheel? The shitter! Yes, toilets. We're going to unlock the mysterious technology of toilets. Boobs. Titties. One of the 7 deadly sins? Lust? Everybody's favorite? Is that a mine? Or is that... No, it's not. It's literally just like a really dense rock deposit. Okay. Happiness is dropping. Why? Not enough vegetables, I think. But we're moving back into spring. You know, I feel like everybody has a story about somebody dropping their phone into the outhouse. Like, I have a story of somebody doing that, except it was like a flip phone, so he just kind of said, fuck it. I also have a story of, not a phone, but one of my scout leaders dropped his Garmin GPS into the outhouse, and he went and got it. All I have to say is, I respect it. I wouldn't have done it, but I respect it. Because, like, GPSs were not cheap back in those days. He made her go get it out. Oh, God. You dropped the branch into the toilet to let a raccoon out? Yeah, that's fair. No, 100% no. That's, I mean, to be fair, the GPS was in one of the really, really deep ones, Aqua. I didn't do this, but his kids held his feet as he climbed in. Just to make Aqua go, no, even louder. As they say, it's not very sanitary. We made him jump in the lake after he did that, though. The batteries are absolutely horrible for the environment. You know, to be fair, I think us making highly concentrated poop bins also not very good for the environment, but yes. But they all had a story to tell. I mean, I have a story to tell and I didn't have to take part. So, you know what? I'll take it, frankly. All right, so we are planting vegetables. And these first rounds of vegetables are actually going to be used to plant these 2 fields. Gloves? Pfft. I mean, he kind of did it to himself, right? Because he was the one of, like, 3 adults that were there. So, obviously, like, it was just straight up his own fault. So, and none of us needed to be nice to him. It was like, well, good luck. All that we really had to say to him was just good luck. Indulge in bacteria? Hey, someone has to. A good way to, you know, recreationally increase your immune system. We are gonna need this at some point. All right, let's see what we can do. Toilets! Assuming that's under health. Physician. Asylum, that's new. Hospital. Lavatories. All right. Cost 75 research points. Nice and cheap. Speakers. People gather around to hear exciting news and gossip of the realms, and sometimes it's even true. In addition to the service fulfillment for speakers, educate and indoctrinate citizens up to 15%, depending on their species and education. Okay, so let's also grab speakers. So I now have a few things to build. I can build a speaker. Wait until we get to build the subwoofer. This is where a person stands there with a megaphone and goes, "Everybody heads up, extra, extra, read all about it." And after I do that, lavatory. We've unlocked the wonders of the pooper, which we're going to build up here. We've researched how to talk loudly. Build a platform for a person to speak loudly on. Actually, I would almost say that we've researched the technology of how to stand and speak, how to stand on a platform and shout at a crowd. This is gonna help general happiness too. They like having places to poop. I know it might be a strange concept, but it's true. Wow. It's hot outside. Shit. It's almost 30 degrees Celsius outside, apparently. Gotta invent soap before you have a soap box? Totally, yeah. Gotta invent toilets before you can have a place to poop. Well, Twitch is trending again. That's never a good sign. You know, it's it's actually kind of man. It's kind of interesting looking at like just the Twitter trends of people responding to Twitch being all like, "Yo, we're killing auto hosting." Like literally nobody's happy about it. Literally no one's happy about it. Even people I don't agree with that often aren't happy about it. All right, well, let's dig into mountain. Also, can't do through there. Come on. Refill mountain cave, dig into mountain. We're gonna slowly dig over to here, and then we can do stuff in here. Also, there's cave critters. These are kind of neat. They've got a lot of meats, too. Does that mean we could go cave hunting? Oh, that's kind of awesome. Deadly fast killing machine. It's a huge omnivore, can run down any known grounded animal, and it often strays away from humanoids, but does not shy away from a fight. Few live to tell such a tale. We also have these big kitty things. Once we have some space in there, actually, you know what? We could just start bringing some dwarves in. Also thinking we should bring in a few humans. A few humans and a few dwarves. Because, yeah, we'll just leave those ones open. A few humans and a few dwarves. And then I think we'll put the dwarves in there because they like mining, so we're gonna, because we're quite literally now just moving towards having some mining, we're gonna need some of those people. It's more like where are you gonna go? Facebook, YouTube? Actually, probably YouTube is where most people would go. I don't want to stream on YouTube. I don't like the way YouTube does streaming. Like that's like the matter-of-fact response I have to it is like, well, at the end of the day, I stream on Twitch because I like the way Twitch does streaming, right? So it's like, it's not even a matter of moving somewhere else. I have no interest in moving somewhere else. I will just continue to do both. It's logical. How do you get only one people? Did I artificially restrict them? So you choose your starting default. Ryan, you start with 65 of a population, right? And the game gives you a bunch of options to start with, and they have different requirements. But based on the population of the area that you settle in, you then slowly have people applying to immigrate, and then you can choose to accept them if you want. And they will only ask to immigrate if you meet their needs, right? Or if you partially meet their needs. So, like, these guys, we meet their needs already. So they're like, yeah, we'll move in. That's fine. I brought in the human hoping they'd go work as a scientist because they're smarter than these guys and better at that job. But I just started. What are they? orcs essentially, dwarves essentially, weird like reptilian people that are like kind of like zerglings. They're really quick to train in combat and like killing stuff. Humans, elves, bug people that are apparently just like straight up warriors, and then ancient blue giants that are all intelligent and generally end up enslaving everybody else, but are very hard to get and almost impossible to please. They all have different requirements. Yeah. Something I actually really like about this game is that it's not very Tolkien. It's very much kind of its own weird like combination of things, and that's a very, very positive thing for me. I really, really like it when games are not just like, oh, hey, it's Tolkien. Can you name them? Yeah, you can, but there's no reason to. Like, you can click them and name them, but like, they don't really, like, they have like these little randomly generated like faces, but we have 97 people right now. The last city I had 21,000. Like, I will never find them again. I can favorite them. So what I could do is I could go in here and I can sort by name, and I could filter, and I could add people to favorites list. So if I do name somebody, I could like favorite them and then sort by but like, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Theoretically, like if you guys want me to, I could do that. I could name them and give you guys your own people, and then I could check in on them. But like, it'll just be like, oh, they're there. Oh, they're doing this job now. Oh, they're doing this job now. Oh, okay, now they're dead. The reptilian race? The reptilian race is the Garthimi. No, it's a city builder. It's not a colony builder. What is on that island? Some large bugs. That's about it. These things. Not really fun, no. The wildlife isn't super aggressive towards any of the characters. Supposedly that's something the dev wants to have in the future, but it's not really in the game right now. I really need to harvest those veggies so that we can get the other fields planted. And it's all auto labor. I can't like get what you can do a little later on once you have higher populations is you can set a specific person as like the leader of a certain guild. So you can have like a person in charge of slavers. You could have a specific person in charge of, well, here you go. New level unlocked. A new level has been bestowed upon your name. With more people following you, they now refer to you as their leader. You better train up a fighting force, or bandits and traitors will smell weakness. A powerful noble, the first of many, and God's willing, joins your house to oversee affairs you deem worthy. So we now have one nobility, which I think means I can select a random person. Wait, no, maybe I need to do this through here. All right, yeah, I can design my flag. Also, the default ruler name is Bob, and I've never changed it. So you can just draw your flag any way you want. Brander, thank you very much for keeping that sub alive.
Crippler Crypt Bear.
Jack, can I get a round of beers for Brander, keeping that sub alive for our 23rd month? Welcome back. Bob seems right. Yeah, I mean, I haven't changed it because it seems perfect. It's definitely the name of our glorious king. So what I can do is I can assign a random citizen as the master of farms, which gives me a bunch of bonuses to all my farming. The narcocrat, which gives them like, actually makes my farms better. Master of feasts, which makes breweries, bakeries, and ration makers better. But I think I'm just going to make this Fernalia Bobbert into the Master of Farms. So my farms produce quicker. But yeah, we're out of fruits and vegetables, which means some people are pissed. And of course, you know, the more recognition you get, the more money you get. Or not the more money, the more migrants you get and the more people want to live here. Because your value goes up. All that jazz. This is always a game that I've always been shocked that more people don't stream it. Like, it's got the recognition now and people like it. Wow, that Twitch trending. I'd be willing to bet that somebody over at Twitch HQ probably clenched their butthole real hard when they pressed the send button on that notification. They're like, okay. I wonder if there's a user voice about it yet. User voice. Twitch. It's got a tutorial. What are you talking about? It's got, like, straight up, this game has a tutorial. Just looking at, you know what's funny? I'm looking at the Twitch user voice right now. And one of the first things I see is from April 9th, 2020, which is just, allow us to auto-host streamers better, essentially. It's just like, well. Great. Narcocrat? There's a lot of really good titles in this game. Including the Master Baiter, who I shit you not is the master of fishing. Chat, look at this. Keep the host feature. 1. Keep host. Please don't get rid of this feature. I mean, checks out. I'll add on to both of those. Not a master of baiting enemies. Nope, it's a master of fishing. The master baiter is the master of fishing. I mean, this game's full of, like, weird, like, references and jokes like that. It's just like, skinny dipping is a skill in this game. Which kind of amuses me, I'm not gonna lie. Also, seems like... When do they start grabbing furniture? Huh. Weird. Not sure what's up with that. I don't actually think there are candles in this game. Could be wrong, but... Can I grab rations? I don't quite have 150. Oh, I see. They light up green when they're buildable. Let's grab makeshift weapons. I kind of would like... And also, another thing I'm going to do... I'm going to make a hunter. Which is a reasonable thing to make now that I have humans and people that want to eat animals, because all these white dots are just wildlife. These guys, these big beetles, they seem to be relatively easy to hunt, so I'm gonna make hunter's cabin right there. Actually, you know what? Let's just build it off the side of here. Might as well. Quite like doing housing like this, actually, in this game. So weird sizing. That, we can go up to 100% efficiency, maybe? Guess I need to make the walls a little bigger. That works. Should work. That'll be fine. 96%? I think we'll have to just roll with that. Good enough for me. You love this game, Captain Dog Breath? I do too. I think this game's really cool. It's not perfect, but it's really cool. But when do we play perfect games on this channel? I mean, come on. Let's do housing. Do all that, and then let's also go down here. Let's go to dormitories. Do 2 more sets of 4 of those. Should be good. You love this game, Elfsire? I think the game's super neat. Cool. Drastic changes between new versions. Yeah, games with quick development are always fun. Although I have a hard time keeping up with the development of this game. Also, Ulfsire, you need to get your game on Indie Game DB so that I can stream it in an actual directory and not in games and demos. Just saying. Also, hello. I don't quite have enough workforce right now. Oh. I'm overworking. Let's drop this down just to like increase my free workforce so that we're not like bottlenecked too much. I mean, we are kind of bottlenecked, but bottleneck less. There we go. Veggies are being harvested. Means we can now go plant. We can plant more farms. We got more veggies to plant now, which is optimal. See, they bring them down there and plant more. The developer of this game, in a few videos where he shows that he's developed pathing and stuff, it's quite interesting. I think he's solo. I've talked with him before. Yeah, it's one person does everything in this game. He does all the art. He does all the programming. He was doing all of his PR and community, but he hired a community guy who's part-time. But yeah, it's literally one dude. There's an hour-long interview on my YouTube channel with him from January. There we go. Now we actually have extra workers. I want to be on the middle speed, not top or bottom speed. Not thrilled at me for some reason here. But yeah, no, this is a case of developer really wanted a game. Developer had idea in mind for dream game. Developer made dream game. That's it. Every now and again, I get emails from companies where it's just like, you haven't logged into your account in X number of months. You should log in. And I just look at it and I go, what? I don't even know what that is, let alone logging into my account. Huh. Looks so good. It really does, doesn't it? It really does. I'm looking forward to reassuring and reminding and reassuring and reminding and reassuring and reminding people that no, I don't know when it's coming out. Could be phishing attempts? No, this is like a company that I would have an account with. But yeah, it could be. I mean, like, it's Weebly. It's a well-known brand, but I don't recall making I probably did at some point, but I don't recall making a Weebly account. The thing is, like, there's a lot of companies out there where, like, I will see a service and I'll be like, oh, that looks interesting. Make an account, and then they don't show you their pricing structure until you make an account, so I make the account. And then I look at it and I go, it's too expensive for me. Or not worth it for what I would get out of it. And then I just forget to delete the account and then never look at it again. So, that's usually what ends up happening. They're just cleaning up old database records? No, totally. I mean, that's totally fine. It's because it's literally them saying, like, log into your account or your account will be deleted. And I'm just like, well, I mean, I don't recall ever making one. So please delete it. That's fine. Totally fine by me. Please delete the old account. Humans really racist in this game? I can't remember. Might be. Let's extend that, extend that, extend that. A little hunting cabin is getting dunzos, which will make the humans happier-ish. You can drop down some of that and add in some of this. Let's drop down some of that and add in some of this. And also drop down some more of that and add in some of this. Music in this game's relaxing. Music in this game's kind of great, Cosslard. Also, Duke, did you watch the full thing or did you watch my little cut down video? You know what I learned while I was at PAX? Is that Zach watches my Dwarf Fortress updates. Which is kind of flattering, actually. But hopefully, someone speaking must have been unpopular because he's covered in vegetables. You know what's funny is this speaker actually costs vegetables because the public will just like go around them and then throw food at them. Or it's like, boo, you suck. Here, have a tomato, splat. But this game actually, like, your food supplies will go down while there's speakers up there because they throw food at them. Wait, what's Root of Tarn to not tell who to what directly? You just got an email from them as well? Oh, really? Huh. I mean, I just deleted the email. I wonder if this is like something fishy going on then. Because I also don't remember making an account with them, but that's the sort of thing that I would make an account for. Like, that's not too far out of my normal habits. Spearfishing attempt? Maybe. That's bizarre. I wonder if they got bought by another company and then, like... Anyway, yeah, I would just delete the email is what I would do. No, Zach, what? Dude, Zach literally posts the updates on the website. Nuclear sneeze. Zach watches my updates, like, for entertainment. It's not that Tarn's not telling him what's getting updated. What? you know that those two literally work in the same room, right? Like, they write the updates together and they send them out, and then I read them and post the videos, and then Zach watches my videos of me reading the stuff that they sent out. What? I'm flattered that Zach watches my video. Because Zach's, like, one of the first things he said to me when I sat down at the table that I met them at was, like, I liked your video of the coverage of the panel. That makes it even worse. I don't get your joke anymore. I'm so confused. Is this supposed to be humor? Because it's not funny. Entertainment and a chance to see if people are understanding properly? Literally, yes. Also, I will probably be inviting them on the stream again either late October or November. All right, text update. Just to